Part 2, 50 AE Desert Eagle. I'm not sure which generation this is. I don't know which rail designates it to be generation what. I'm sure one of you guys will chime in. Reason for buying, I had one before and I loved it. Sadly, for some reason I sold it or I traded it. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I had the other one for probably 2 or 3 years. If memory serves, I did not have a bottom rail on my first one, which, to be honest, I could do without. I really don't like rails unless it's on something that I'm going to be carrying in a railed holster that accommodates, you know, like a Surefire X300. If it doesn't have a reason for a rail, I don't want one, and this rail is particularly sharp. So, the gun itself, it's a 50 cal. It's cool. Big fireball, big boom. Believe it or not, it's actually amazingly accurate. Similar battery of operations to a 1911. There is no round in the chamber, however it does have a loaded magazine. You safety trolls can kiss my ass. There's no way for a round to jump into the chamber. So we're going to drop the mag. The bullets themselves speak enough. That speaks volumes right there. 1,800 foot-pounds of energy. That's insane. Empty. See? We're safe. Okay, breakdown. Just like a Beretta, we push in on this button and slide that down. Barrel comes off. This barrel is interchangeable with the 44 and 357 Magnum. Slide comes off and forward. Pretty basic interior. You can see where the locking block goes, what it does, which is, I mean, it holds the gun together. That's pretty much it. All of the magic happens up here. This is a rotating lugged bolt, so it's very similar to an AR-15. There are actually ports, which I'm not even going to try and show you, but there is an actual gas port in there, and a gas port in the barrel that cycles the action, essentially. It's the long and short of it. Reassembly, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Yeah, that felt right. Remember, I had a trick where I would assemble this upside down. Son of a bitch. Okay, that feels right. Recoil springs aren't binding up or doing anything crazy, so I'll let her back forward. Drop the barrel in. Bring this slide to the rear. And then just simply lock that back in place. Still no mag in there. It would have fallen apart if I did that wrong. Fun gun. It is a really, really fun gun. Obviously, to those who are recoil sensitive, I would stay far away from it. This is the box it came in. Could not be more simple. Lock and manuals under foam. I only got one mag with mine, and the mag it came with was actually faulty. I was getting failure to feeds, failure to extract. I was getting nosedives. It was kind of a nightmare initially trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Contacted Magnum Research at about 9 o'clock at night via IM on Instagram. The next morning I had a new mag at my front doorstep. awesome customer service. I paid $15.49 for this. In my opinion, worth every penny. And checking the chamber, this is not a gun that you want to have an negligent discharge with. That is a safe direction, by the way. That's a concrete wall and no one behind it. Overall, if you live somewhere where you're in danger of being attacked by a rhino, go for it. Otherwise, it's just it's a show gun. It's fun to shoot. If you don't reload, even if you do reload, it's pretty expensive to shoot, but in my opinion, it's totally worth it. Blacked out rear sights. My one and only gripe, really, is that these are not cut and slotted, so they catch reflection. I really like the Heine rear sights where there's serrations that deflect light and it's more of a matte black. Otherwise, it's been a great gun. I've put probably 500 rounds to this, doing other videos that are no longer existent. Many of you may remember this. Overall, I give this gun a definite thumbs up. It's worth it if you want one. I highly doubt that you have a reason to buy one, but if you do, it'll definitely do the job. I'm not knocking Magnum Research, but I would make sure that your gun, as with any that you would buy for defending yourself, make sure that your gun runs with the supplied magazines. Make sure that that's not an issue. Otherwise, it's been a tank. It is a tank. Don't remember the weight, but it is substantial. I have very, very large hands, so I'm making this look kind of small. Here it is in contrast to an iPhone 7 Plus. So, that's the 50 AE Desert Eagle.